Yeah, thanks for being here. We've made it to GreenTalk 10. It's a pretty good GreenTalk to finish up with. Just a reminder to turn cell phones onto silent. And yeah, before we get started today, I want to start by just mentioning the people who have done a lot of behind-the-scene works for the GreenTalks. He's not here right now, but he pops in early. Our producer, Keith Sanders, who kind of oversees all the technical questions. And there's a lot of students who also work on captioning, working with Elizabeth too in the captioning center. And then somebody who's really shouldered a lot of the work in the GreenTalks this semester is our cameraman, Edwin Lee, at the back of the room, who's single-handedly filmed just about every talk. So, thanks, Edwin. I think Edwin also just barely survived getting attacked by a falcon in about talk 3. So that just gives you an idea of his level of skill in this job. And so I'm going to introduce somebody who's a wizard in kind of the cloud online area today, Professor Jerry Gao. And I'll be, just to thank Edwin and others, giving you an analog writing device. And you too, Jerry, thanks for coming along today. Thank you. And so that's an analog writing device. And we'll get started. Okay, so the topic today is thinking about challenges of growing human populations, cities, and sustainability, and big data analysis and approaches to analyzing data on the cloud. And I'm really delighted to be introducing Professor Jerry Gao. Professor Gao has been at San Jose State University for, I think, 17 years. He did an undergraduate degree at Nanjing University in China. He did a master's and then obtained a PhD at University of Texas, Arlington. And at San Jose State University, he has been incredibly productive in research. He's written over 180 articles and book chapters. At any one time, he may be directly responsible in supervising, say, 20 students on practical projects. He has founded conferences, including some IEEE series conferences, such as the IEEE Mobile and Cloud Computing Conference, which I think started in 2013. And he's one of the founding members of the Smart Technology and Computing for Complex Systems Center, which is here at San Jose State. And this is also known as the Smart Center. And this involves a lot of faculty members at San Jose State University. And the goal is to drive research to develop state-of-the-art engineering solutions to pass on to industry partners. And so some of the areas are smart mobile, big data, and city smart mobile sensing clouds, and developing a smart campus. So I'd like you to give a warm welcome to Professor Jerry Gao. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone, and it's my glad pleasure to come here to have a presentation here. Thanks for the instructor, give me this opportunity, and I think this will be very useful. I hope this will be very useful talk for you, okay? So I would like to use this opportunity to share with you our recent research in the smart campus and smart city, okay? So here is our research center. We are currently leading a research center in a campus. This is the first smart center, focus on 5 areas. You have a big data, IoT, cloud computing, and a smart learning, plus the sensing together. So we have a student and university faculty from different college. Some college, many of them in our engineering college, and some are faculty from business, from climbing environment department and also from even kinesiology department. So we have at least from 5 different college faculties. They work together, try to do a research. Here's our vision in this research center. So we have 5 areas we want to work on. One of them is a smart campus and learning. We focus on smart learning, okay, and smart campus. Second one will be a smart city. We want to use a city and campus to set up as a IoT testbed and living lab for our students, for our faculty to conduct cutting-edge research and to generate new solutions for future, okay? The other thing we want to focus on is a smart world and smart living. So smart world including like environment, all these smart city related to environment city, even like NASA, all these NASA big data analysis systems, that relate to smart world too, okay? For living, like food, drinking, all these evaluation and all these are related to like even healthcare, human being behavior, and lifestyle. These are the other area we will study. Here we show you, because there are a lot of things we work on, but I want to put one, because we started from smart campus first. And this show you one of the effort recently we started to work on. Because we have opportunity from GE Challenge, GE Digital started Sustainable Campus Challenge. We set a student team and work with our facility department and engineering on campus, and plus different faculty together. We put a team, try to find out how to build sustainable campus for future. So now if you never heard it, we have a power plant on SJSU campus. Okay, they set up a long time ago, but now have been operated for many years now, if you check the history. And this the campus facility for power plant, okay? Currently, the power plant is using gas to, natural gas to generate power, okay? That's what they do. For this kind of power, we use for to support the building lights and also the heaters and so on. But when you check in detail, I use engineer building as an example. Currently, our campus don't have a single building we can call smart building yet, okay? But all the building, most time, has something there, has something here, with certain kind of sensor. But it's not really complete equipped, you can call smart building. So now I show you, use engineer building as an example, what we actually use, consider as a sustainable smart building. You have solar, ideally you have a solar on the roof, then you have a water, you have a hot water, and the cold water, all these also need energy to control it. Plus we have AC in the building, that's also consume energy. Then you have all the building lights. Currently most of the building lights in this engineer building still conventional light tuber. It's not smart meter, no smart meter yet, okay? And plus we have a furnace and other things. Ideally for each building, you also need some kind of energy building model to modeling all the energy consumption, to figure out how to control the energy, control all the electricity power. The question is to achieve this, you need to make sure the building should be IoT based. So you want to set in IoT basic infrastructure for the building, okay? Here's a typical thing we needed. You see, these are we need an environmental sensor outside or on the roof, in the room or in the classroom. Those are, you can name all kind of environmental sensor. Could be temperature, could be humidity, and even could be weather sensor, just tell us what kind of weather we have. Then we can change the lights or change AC system indoor, okay? Plus we have a motion sensor. This will help us whether we should shut down the light if nobody inside the room, okay? Give you example. Camera will be useful also for many other purpose. Could be PM, the air quality issue and other things. We also have the water meters plus the light. All the light we plan to change and become LED lights with smart meter and also smart sensor. So you can control anytime you want it. And we can measure the energy consumption for each room or each region or every floor in the building. That's the assumption. If you have that, then it will be easy to do. Okay? Here's an example. If we have an engineer building with all these IoT sensing available, then we can connect together to have an energy dashboard. Okay, you already see in the first floor we have a big terminal there, a screen, right? And which can be touched on. And if you have this energy dashboard, then you can check everything related to energy consumption in the building. Now, with that, assume you have a wireless and an IoT protocol connect to the internet with our cloud computing. Then you have an energy information system. So we assume that for each building, you have energy information system connected. Then for the whole campus, they should have an integrated energy information system. Interesting thing is, for each kind of energy, you need a certain kind of modeling system to analysis, to take care of control, prediction, even supervision and monitor. Okay, so assume we have a app to can do control by operator or can look at it, and meanwhile you have an energy operator there. You can work with tablet system and control the daily operation. That's the future look. Okay, so think about this like one building. Every building have this, then you put together. That would be interesting. Okay, that would be interesting. This shows you the ideal case we want to select. We plan to select several buildings. One is a dormitory building. We check one dormitory building. Student union always important because they consume a lot of energy. Okay, plus the power plant we want to have. Then we can understand how many natural gas we want to burn, so we can have enough electricity to support. Plus we have the parking. We have a street light. Street light consume a lot of energy too. So how do you do that? That's another piece. Okay, so that gives you current thinking we have about sustainable campus for future. We want to build the energy modeling for AC, for room temperature, for lights, and all these. Then we have a hybrid energy building model. We try to do like this. Okay. Now, next thing we want to switch topic for smart city. I don't know. You are in San Jose City, right? You probably heard that our university currently is a team up with the city of San Jose as a pair. In 2015, there's a U.S. government and task force challenge. They started from 25 pair, university and city. In California state, we have a 2 pair. 1 pair is San Diego with the UC San Diego. Okay? The second pair is the city San Jose with the SJSU, just let you know. So that we start to work with the city, San Jose. Now, if you ask you, city San Jose, what's the top 3 or top 5 problem in the smart city? They would tell you. One of them, of course, money is the issue, right? They need the money to do that. The other one is illegal dumping. If you check here, illegal dumping is a very important problem in San Jose City. Okay, I suggest you go online, Google, type illegal dumping in San Jose. You will see so many illegal dumping sites, at least 20 to 30 hotspots. There, the area most people will dump, garbage. Could be old furniture, could be e-waste, could be plastic bag or trash. Okay. Second problem is the graffiti in the city. Okay. If you also typed graffiti, you will see so many sites in San Jose has a graffiti on it. Okay. And some of them even on overpass, some in the bridge, some in the building, on the wall. Okay. Then you have other problems. They talk about how to be safe. You probably check the mayor of a current city, San Jose, has a book called, Safe Smart City. That's what they call. Okay. So if you read a book, focus on safety of a smart city. Okay, that's what happened. So now let's check other thing we have. Since last year, our center involved 4 different student groups, 5 faculty, to set up a new system called Mobile Age-Based Illegal Dumping Smart System Service. The objective is that we want to build an intelligent solution to automatic alert, reporting, measurement, treat, process all the illegal dumping on the city street. So when you look at it, this is like one example. We assume there's a trash car move on the street every day, right? So we want to put a mobile station on the trash car with a camera on it and the sensor on it. So we call mobile station. Then when truck move around on the street, so they will take photos, they will do detection, they also can have a video, they can do sending the sensing data back to the server. Okay? So we will provide a mobile app which can reporting and also operate with the system together. Here show you the current system we plan to set up. Okay? When you look at the system, we not only have a trash car to check the illegal dumping, but also we have a hotspot. So these are hotspot. We mount a camera, of course, a hidden camera. You have a station there. We assume every time somebody come, dump the old furniture, dump the trash, the system automatically take reaction. Photoshop, take a picture or take videos, then send back to the server. Then police will send here to catch you. Okay? You were recording the, your plate on your card, and when you do that. And then you have an app for public resident to report. Then you have another piece they call Clean City Street. We have a street car. The car is just like a Google car. Cruise around the city, every street, take recording the photo and on the street surface to check what the litters, whether the street is clean or not. That's the purpose. Then reported it back to the server. Okay. Now you may interesting to find out what is a Clean City currently doing. In 2022, San Jose City planned to achieve a goal, provide a dashboard for all the city's residents and enterprise company. Real-time information about how clean the city is at every corner, every street block. That's an assumption, okay? To achieve that, you may ask what they're currently doing. Currently, they have they hire the people, every day cruise around, take photos, okay? Like this, they have a different level of cleanness on the street surface. So this is like a level 2, that's a level 3, level 4. Currently, they categorize 4 levels for each street corner. The problem is that they need to hire these consultant people, driving around, take photo all the time, then send back. That's what we're currently doing, okay? You probably know why we care about this, because one is for cleanness, the other one is for the flooding. You know, flooding recently, San Jose is a very big deal, right? Spent a lot of money, and the city received a lot of complaints from residential. The reason is all the dirt's going to the underground, okay, block the underground water channels. That causes flooding, okay? Usually flooding, 2 reasons. One is you have a lot of rainfall. Second problem is those water don't have a place to go, okay? So if you keep the street clean, then usually you don't have too much problem unless you really have a severe rainfall. Otherwise, you don't have water flooding problem. Okay? So that's why this is the other project we currently work on. And we expect to see a demo in May 17. That's another 2 weeks. I will invite you to go to room engineer 287, 285. We're hosting a smart city workshop there. So the student will do demo, do presentation, and city people, company people will come. If you have a time, stop by to look at it. Okay? We have a different project there. The other project we currently work on is a graffiti project. In last year's summer, San Jose City posting a challenge called Graffiti Challenge. And the website's still there, you can check. They want to collect all the ideas how to have a smart way and intelligent way to remove graffiti. Easy and smart. That's why they hope. They receive close to 200 proposals and ideas. And San Jose City, we manage, in our university, we submitted 3 proposals. Okay, our team submitted one, Wensi Du submitted another one, and Dr. Ping Xu and asked another student submitted 3. Finally, they identified 4 finalists. So all SJSU 3 team actually included in the finalists, just to let you know, okay? Our team happened to be the top one, just to let you know. So now we are working on how to use drone solution to solve the graffiti issue, okay? So you see, this solution is only useful for very high or some place not easy human being can approach it. For instance, maybe close to the lake, right? Close to overpass, close to tall building. Those are the places. We want to use drone to do several things. Drone to detecting where's the graffiti. Second, we want to have a mechanic control spreading the clean, formula to clean the graffiti. That's the concept. That's a quick concept. So we can quickly show you that's the idea. We want to, you see, this is a drum here, then you have a can. That can have a formula. You can clean the graffiti. You can spread it. It has a gun there spreading, spread gun, okay? So you assume there's a people operate a station. The drone will fly around, find the detecting area, then start a cleanup. That's the current idea we currently work on. And we have a 16 student, have 4 different groups. Each group target on one area because this one involves 4 mark components. One component is talk about graffiti detection, machine learning. Second component, take care control, fly, navigation. Okay. Third component, talk about communication and user interface. The last component, supporting the mechanic control for graffiti removal. Okay? So we have a lot of student interest to do that. The other project, you see, you probably say, yeah, what does it do? Safety is always important for city residents. In California, people run into these 4 problems. Flooding is one. The other one is California drought. You already know, right? This year is much better, but last year is terrible. Okay? Then the other thing is the earthquake. You heard it all the time. The last one you have is a forest fire. You heard of forest fire. Last year, California spent so much money just for put off the forest fire. Okay? So how do you deal with these 4 issues? That's the safety issue for smart city. Okay? We actually work on that. I just let you know, we work on I have a group work on the fire detection analysis using satellite data, okay? Because when we talk to the fire marshal and firefighter, they say in California, we don't care if you have a forest fire. What cares is that these fires don't move to residential area, okay? That's they care. So that means whenever you fire, you want to check where these fires go, right? You go to campus or go to residential area, then you need to worry about. That's why we choose satellite approach to read, process large-scale, real-time satellite data, detecting the smoke, detecting fire, then predict where the fire go. Based on that information, we alert firefighter. That's how it works. Okay? And that system, we already have prototype now. In case you're interested to look at it, you can we will show you, okay, on the May 17th. There are other systems we also work on. This is the city emergency department wanted. You probably alert, this is called alerting system. Currently, anytime you have an alert, city's emergency department want to find out how much time the one alert could send to the individual. How many people received the alert? What's the coverage? What's the demographic coverage? What's the age coverage? They want to find out that. You probably don't know that this is a very big problem. Some alert system take 1 hour, 30 minutes finally finish the alert sending. So if you have a really emergency count, 1 hour, 30 minutes already gone. Everything already gone, okay? So that's the problem. So currently, in the city, you see these are one of the alert systems they have. They have several. Unfortunately, all the systems not integrated. Okay? The other problem for alerting system is you cannot test them. Because if you test them, everybody's scared, right? So you cannot test them. That's a problem. Because all these systems are very old. They generated in around 80 or 90 time. Okay? So now we are working on this called emergency alert based on big data. So we want to check if some alert coming, how much time take sending different kind of alert, which can reach to individual. How much people receive that? What kind of people receive that? The coverage issue. That's another system we work on, just let you know, okay? So because today is the timing, I cannot just give you all the system. Now, then we talk about challenge. What is a challenge for smart city? Smart city connectivity is a challenge. Okay, of course, IoT currently, as long as you have money, you can put an IoT system, no problem. Connectivity is a challenge because you have all different kind of solutions. They don't talk to each other. Even you put all the IoT together, they don't talk to each other. So solution one cannot integrate with solution two. So when you look at the IoT from city perspective, there are different kind of connectivity. You have out network connectivity, everybody know. You have a smart home connectivity, residential connectivity. Then you have a social network connectivity, plus the cloud and community connectivity. So currently, city most worry about is community connectivity. Okay, I'll give you an example. San Jose City, last election for city mayor, only have a 25% residential voting the city mayor. So what does this tell you? Most people don't engage any city activity, okay? So city lacking effective channel and way to reach to city residential. So community connectivity is a big problem in San Jose, just to let you know. Okay, how to do that? How to improve this? Then we'll ask you, what community here? These will show you different community. Hospital, senior housing, schools, right? Companies, all these libraries, business, and then residential community. Those are the typical spot we can consider as a community entities. Okay. Now, what do people need it? Currently, when you look at that, we propose some solution for San Jose City. Say, let's do that. Of course, they need to connect data, right? So we need to collect the data, we need an attractive, we need a city neighborhood, we need an app for city. Currently, San Jose City don't have an app called Smart City app. They don't existing, okay? And many cities try to create an app, and a lot of people worry about it. If you create an app, there's so many apps, why people use your app? That's a typical problem, okay? So question here is, if you're community people, what do you want? You look here, these are the things people wanted. They want to find a school, what's going on. They want to find a real estate, housing, apartment, that's what they want to find. They want to find traffic, what's going on. They want to find all the resource, where's the park, and what's going on, what activity available. They want to find all these things. That's a typical city people interested. Okay? Then, if you say, we want to see if we have a smart dashboard, city mayor say, this is my number one, I need it. Everybody, go to the city dashboard, find out what's going on for city. Okay? Traffic, transportation, activity, emergency, anything they can look at. Okay. But how did you connect them? How can you support that, provide this? These are the information we assume. You must have a third party community involved. Then you have a dashboard, you have a big data. The problem is say, oh, I have a data. The problem, how do I collect it? Okay, how do I collect it? You probably don't know. City actually don't have too much data. They don't like to have a data. Why? Money. When you have a data already implied, you need a storage. Okay? So recently we have sent a NSF proposal to do smart connectivity community project. This is the concept we have. We want to propose next generation social community network platform. Okay? Different from Facebook, different from current like WeChat, Skype. We are not targeting on small group communication. We target on community communication and community connectivity. We support city and community connectivity. That's what we want. Now, question you may have is, when you say connectivity, what do you mean? When you say communication, what do you mean? Give me an example. We talked to one school district, asked them, are you interested to join that? They say, yes, I'm interested. Then we ask them, what kind of problem you have for your community if we provide that kind of stuff? Several. Language is one issue. They say, we have parents, they don't know how to talk English. But kids know how to talk English, right? How do we communicate them? If we send a notification, how do we send it to parents? This is one typical example of communication connectivity. Okay? Then also they say, parents, their interest is different from student interest. And our school's teacher interest is also different. So everybody has different interests. So how do they communicate each other? Unfortunately, current social network don't support host of a community to do the data analysis. You don't know what's going on, okay? You have a whiteboard, you have a chart, that's it. That's the only thing you got. You don't know what kind of a thing they interest. You don't have a data network analysis. You don't have a big data control and smart analysis. That's one thing missing. Second thing missing is intelligence missing. You don't have intelligence, you're a social network. Okay? I'll give you an example. Currently, many phone has a social network, has a smart. You can have a full call forwarding, right? That's a give example. So ideally, if I send a message, you should say, okay, this guy is not around. I send another person. I forward to another place. That's called smart. So two things missing in the current social network. One is a smart, intelligent missing. One is a big data analysis missing. Okay? That's two. So we want to do that, solve that problem. We introduce a smart node, introduce a big data intelligent node, then supporting that. We want to connect group together. So community, so each one is a community. So one community connect to other community. We want to make sure these communities could be automatic, launched, deployed, config, define, customize, hosting. We hope that way. So you can imagine college engineer could be a big community. Inside you have a different department. Each department could be a community. They communicate each other. Currently we don't have that, okay? So because of time limit, I don't want to go through all these in detail, but now let's get into the challenge. Go to sustainability. What's a sustainability for you? Some people say sustainability talk about resource. Some people say sustainability talk about connectivity. But when you look in detail, these are sustainability. All you need, not just one. You need a sustainable infrastructure, sustainable connectivity among people, you need sustainable resource, and you need a sustainable environment. So all these you need it, okay? All these you need. Now let's back to the challenge. If you say city data is a challenge, yes. One challenge for smart city is a data issue, okay? You say, how about I see a lot of city already post the public data, but that's only a small set. Most of these data, the reason they cannot public because of privacy, because of other reason. The other reason is a quality issue. Most of data is not good data, okay? They could be bad sensor data, could be, and not clear picture, so not useful. So many data issue here. So that's why we usually call current data is a raw data. We call it as like a junkyard. Okay, it's not cleaned, not easy to apply, not useful, not trustworthy, not secure, not provide privacy. So that's the one problem for big data now, for smart city. The other problem is who owns it, who has ownership, who provides reliability for that? Okay, who can provide a service to achieve the access? And who actually can make sure is public available? So these are a lot of issues for smart city. Okay? So finally, I want to tell you that many other challenges available when you talk about smart city. One thing is the no well-defined smart city infrastructure available for city. Okay, so that's one problem every city ran into. Nobody defined what is a good system infrastructure. Consider networking, consider IoT, consider cloud, consider big data, consider even physics systems. Nobody defined. Second is, even you have it, how do you make sure sustainable? So sustainable means, doesn't matter which company. If the company changed, close the door, at least you change another company product, still work. That one is the problem. How did you make sure everything changeable, still work? That's another problem. Okay? So the sustainable infrastructure for city means not just I have a one, could be set up, but it also could be redefined, could be updated, could be configured, could be changed, but still running at the same time. That's the challenge. Okay? So I mentioned several things here. These are a typical smart city challenge we have. Okay? How about that? In case some of you interested in future research in your undergrad, and talk to us, and because we want to have a multidisciplinary research. Okay? Because this is a college engineer, have a different major, right? You have some material engineer major, civil engineering, all welcome. Okay? So here I just listed several typical problems, like a framework issue, platform issue. All these are issues for smart city. Okay? So that's why, many people, even NSF say, recently NSF already provided several grant opportunity for smart city. Every year they post at least five different grants related to smart city. Okay, like smart city big data, smart city infrastructure, smart city community connectivity. These are all currently live NSF program, just let you know. Of course, engage student, that'll be wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, then I show you, we have several conferences. This year, I'm running now. One's called Smart World Conference. In this is an IEEE sponsored conference. Our center actually co-sponsor. The other one is the Smart City Initiative. It's the same place in Fremont, DoubleTree Hotel. Very close by, 20 minutes driving. We invited City Mayor San Jose, City Mayor Fremont. We also have a City Mayor panel, City CIO panel, plus a lot of students, a lot of research faculty. Go there, talk about smart city issue, smart world issue. Even NASA people there too. So in case you guys are interested, close to July, I will posting some information for everyone. I have intention to invite some students to go there to attend the conference. Okay? So put it on calendar. August 5th is the summit day. That's the day you have a lot of company and a lot of cities. The conference started August 4th until August 8th. It's a 1-week conference, just to let you know. How about that? Okay? And in case you want to find more information, I can quickly show you the website. You go to check easily, find out information. Okay? This is our center website. If you say, where's your research center? This is our center website. You can easily find. Okay? These are the faculty involved. You have a lot of faculty, many faculty here. Okay? Here show you the Smart World Conference. This shows Smart City Conference. Now I open to question for you. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Gao.